guys, welcome to my channel. I'm going to be sharing with you the 3 workouts that I've done in the past 3 days, and hopefully you will find some inspiration, maybe some tips along the way that will help you on your journey. I'm really focusing on handstand and planche specifically, and then a lot of other fun stuff because I love it all. So yeah, let's get started. But first, Tyler gave me and Justin some Pokemon blankets that are also hats, but they're for children. But I love it, so I was very excited about that. I love Bulbasaur, he's my favorite. Anyway, I started out with handstand stuff after my warm-up, which I didn't show this time because I did show last time. This day I focused more on a wall walk instead to get into the position. And I know how tight my thoracic spine is, but I also know that my shoulders are tight. So I took this time to figure out how to open my shoulders for a handstand, which I Googled. And I found this video. I started out by doing the dead hang that he suggested with having your hands closer together, which I actually surprisingly don't ever do. But you really do feel that stretch in the lats and the shoulders a bit more than if your hands were out into shoulder distance away. And then he did suggest quite a few rolling techniques, which I've done in the past, but I haven't done for a while. And getting back into it made me realize how much I need to get back into rolling. And a little side quest here, my friend Adam likes to find fitness challenges for us to do together. And he found this one on Instagram and we tried it. I honestly thought it was gonna be easier than it was, and it was not. And we failed it over and over and over again. And it just made me very, very humbled and realize how much I need to work more on not only my L sit, but also being able to bring my feet under me and being able to use my core to bring my legs up higher and my hips up higher with more control. I am training that, especially in my planche training. Well, Adam's like, all right, we're gonna do an L sit competition.
This is gonna be put down in the history books. I'm gonna beat Cat in an L sit.
Oh, okay. All right, ready?
Not really, no.
All right, 3, 2, 1, go.
And they're up, letting their legs stay in the air. Feet are above their waist. Oh, Adam is breathing hard, but Cat is in the lead. She is tight. He's loosening up, people. He's gonna fall in 3, 2.
Yay!
And just like that, the champ stays the champ. You don't stand a chance trying to L-sit with Cat.
I already knew, especially when I said, oh, I'm gonna beat Cat, she went, I'm fine.
I was like, okay.
I heard you breathe in and breathe out, and I was like, I already know what that side means. That just meant Cat just turned on her competitive side, and I am fucked.
I'm very competitive. So now I went into planche training, and I watched a video by Chris Heria, and he was doing a video with Mike Israetel. He was training Mike how to do planche, and I wrote down all of the suggestions in order to get there. And one of those started out to be with these shrugs. And this was incredible because my core was, of course, being tucked in like that, was really feeling it. And then the next thing I tried that he suggested were these swings. And these were so fun. And the cool part about this is that I was really excited how high my hips were coming. I did not expect them to be able to go up that high. And yes, I'm using momentum, but I was still very excited, and it made me realize how it would feel eventually, how when I get stronger, I'll be able to lift my hips that high without the momentum. So it's just, I had so much fun with that. So I did 3 sets of those. Everything I usually do at least 3 sets of. Some I'll do up to 5 or 6. Then the next thing I did were these toe taps, really focusing on keeping my hips up. Those are the 3 that I took from the video. I wrote down the rest that he has. I'll have it linked down in the description if you want to check it out. I'm really trying to be very smart about my training and try not to overdo it, and to allow my, not only muscles, but my ligaments and my tendons to make sure they are safe, and progressively getting stronger without overdoing it. Especially with calisthenics, it's really, really easy to just go, go, go. but you gotta make sure that those guys can catch up. Next up, I did some V-sit work. It felt more challenging because of all the stuff I did before it, but it still was okay. I did more of this weighted hollow hold, really focusing. See, it's easy to kind of get complacent in this movement, but I really focused on squeezing like everything. So my arms are squeezing, trying to keep my arms as straight as I can, I'm squeezing my quads, I'm making sure my core is activated, my back is flat on the ground. Yeah, so this one's really, really nice. I try to stay in it at least 45 seconds, but I've gone, I believe, 55. So we'll keep getting better. Now, this was humbling, oh, as usual. Wheel. I haven't done this move in so long, and wow. I did not do very good on that, but that's okay. I have done this before where I really worked on wheel in the past and I got so much better. So this was just another eye-opening thing telling me, hey, not only your thoracic, but your shoulders are extremely tight. So I'm really going to focus on working on those because I know it's gonna help me in like all the calisthenics moves and overall just like body health. And then that night, just to share, my friends and I had a party where we had all Japanese food. Most of it was vegan because we have 5 vegan friends in our little get-together group. And then I made a cake. And what we do is with the strawberry, everyone takes a strawberry and we go around and we say what our biggest accomplishment was this year so far and what we want to accomplish in the next 4 months or 3 months. We're gonna do this quarterly. And we did this in the new year as well. So it's really cool to hear the follow-up of everyone and how everyone's doing. So I wanted to share that because maybe that's something for you and your friends. I think it's really important that, you know, we have these get-togethers in person because community is so important. And it just is so easy to put it on the back burner as we get older. And as technology gets greater, you know, we tend to seclude ourselves inside. But yeah, I recommend to find that wonderful group of people. Okay, so next workout, we have the regular band shoulder routine. Again, I highly recommend you do this every single day. Then I got right into that thoracic and shoulder work that I learned. And I have a little visitor. Her name is Luna. She is Tyler's. I call her Luna Beanstalk. And she's so cute. And then I did some of my regular hip mobility and stuff. As you can see in my little standing pancake thing, my left hip is higher, and as I mentioned in another video, my left hip is weaker and my right hip is tighter. So I believe that is what's causing this issue. And in another workout coming up that I'll show you today, you'll see how I am remedying this. So maybe it will help you if you're dealing with the same thing. I am loving this thoracic movement that I learned from the video that I had last time. Okay, so this movement, I actually learned from my friend after a competition when I asked him if he had any tips about front lever and back lever, how to keep my hips up more. And a lot of it is glute engagement that I wasn't able to achieve. So he taught me this movement actually on a pole. He said that I could use a box instead. And I'm really focusing on squeezing my glutes. You'll notice I do 2 different positions. 1 feet together, 1 feet out wide. He gave me this tip because, you know, when I'm going to be learning back lever and front lever, I'm gonna be practicing with my feet out, which makes the movement easier, as well as my feet in, which is the full expression. So it's important to try and strengthen both of those. It's not very comfortable, but it's good. Here is me warming up a bit more of my shoulders. And then here's me with the scapular scoop. Small movement, but I really recommend them. Okay, so this Smith machine move, I really want to share this with you guys. It's so great. I am just rolling out my trap. And I added a 10-pound plate at it. You don't have to add any at all. I twist my other hand so it acts as a roller. And this has just been so nice for my trap. And I'll move my neck a little bit at different angles, very gently, making sure I'm concentrating on my breath. I'm not tensing anything up. And this has been so good to release my traps. After that, I moved into some modified front lever. You can't really see as well here. My knees are out wider, and that also makes it easier. It took me a couple reps to get into and to remind myself to have my hips back a little bit more. I was able to get a few more reps than I was the previous day with my legs out straight, which is to be expected. In between those sets, I did these beautiful chin tucks. So good. So good for posture. It's crazy how much of a stretch / strain almost feeling that I feel in my mid back just because it's tight. And then I went into a plow pose because I find it very fun and the stretch is really good. And then I remembered that I saw a version of a handstand against the wall where you're at more of a 90 degrees. So I wanted to try that, and I found this video, of course, on YouTube, and I'll link that down below as a short. And honestly, the amount of strain and I feel in my mid back is crazy in this movement. The second time I did it, it was great because I still had chalk on my hands, so that made it easier to find the position. I still need to work on the position of my torso and bring my hands back a little bit more in this. It always feels like I'm doing it, but I'm not when I review the footage. And then I wanted to give a shout out to my traps because I thought they looked really big and I thought it was really funny. And then I tried wheel again, and I saw a lot of progress, to be honest, already, which was pretty sick. And that leads us to today's workout, and today's workout was great. So I decided to try the same movement that I did yesterday with the handstand, except this time I used a box. And I felt this more comfortable and my feet weren't slipping as much. So this one was, again, very much a challenge. And then the second time around, I tried lifting up my legs individually, and that was definitely an interesting challenge too. In between, I'm making sure that I'm stretching out my shoulders, my triceps, my lats, all of that fun stuff. And then, as I mentioned before, my left hip is a bit weaker. So working unilaterally is going to be really important if you do have a one side weakness. Now, I'm doing a movement that I learned from a physical therapist. And in this movement, he taught me to use a pretty heavy weight. So I'm using a 70-pound here. I'm doing only 8 reps each. So it's not like too many, but I'm starting from the bottom of the movement. And in this way, it makes me use my glutes way more. And you really have to focus on that stabilization. You also want to focus on setting your shoulder because it's really easy to just hold the weight, but you want to make sure you're setting it and then lifting up into that single leg deadlift. Next, I did elevated side lunges. And these are awesome, awesome, awesome for the inner thighs especially. And then in between, I like to stretch out my hips. And this is really good because I can use the bench as leverage and hold on to different parts of the bench to get a different kind of stretch. Next, I worked on these Copenhagen adductors. So this really works my inner thighs. Very humbling. It's nice because I get a little bit of that oblique action too. And if you do these, you want to make sure that you're really pressing your elbow in the ground because we don't want to shrug up that shoulder near the chin. We want to make sure we're actively pressing ourselves up. I did 20 of these. And then in between, I did some extra stuff like hanging from a bar with my hands closer together to get that stretch just like I learned before. And then I finished out with the bow staff. I love play with and spinning bow staff. So much fun, so good for the shoulders and stability. And it's just like a wonderful movement. So if you want to learn this, I do have tutorials on my channel actually. So let me know if you want any more of those. And then it's been a while since I ran. I told myself that I should when I got home. So I ran 2 miles. I really didn't want to, but my focus was on not wanting to and wanting to eat instead. But I'm like, oh, my focus is wrong. So I focused on how I'll feel after and feeling accomplished and reaching more towards my goals. and I just put one shoe on at a time, went to the treadmill and got it done. So if you ever struggle with that, remember to shift your focus if you need to. Okay, so those were my 3 workouts I had. Tomorrow is going to be a rest day, as well as the next day. I'm still gonna do mobility and stuff and hopefully going for a walk, but I am giving some mental health speeches a bit farther away, about 2 hours away on both days. And so that's gonna be early morning to afternoon. And usually after those, I'm pretty like, oh. So I'll probably, just like go for a walk. I still need to train people after, so it's gonna be some long days, but that's okay. My body is ready for some rest days. I hope you guys learned something new. Let me know in the comments below what you learned, what you might try, all that stuff. I really appreciate you being here with me. Feel free to follow me on Instagram at Katie Valkyrie with 2 E's at the end. And I will see you soon. I appreciate you all. I hope you get some time outside, and I'll see you later.